But why did Union Home Minister P. Chidambaram then threaten to resign unless there was a public distancing by the Finance Minister, unless he said that he distances himself from the inferences of that March letter? Why did Chidambaram want to resign?
Did he offer that?
Is this not a fact? Would you deny it?
I would deny it because he never offered it to me. He
offered it to the Prime Minister.
He never shared.
Mrs. Sonia Gandhi.
I can't speak for the Prime Minister and Mrs. Sonia Gandhi. I don't know what transpires in their chambers and within the confines of their offices. What any minister, or for that matter any official, or for that matter any individual shares with them in confidence or otherwise, we are not privy to it. What we are privy to is anything that's on record, anything that's being made public, anything that's in public domain, and we are happy and willing to respond to anything that's in
What are these inferences the Finance Minister disagrees with? Why don't we know? Why was it so stage managed? They came, they spoke, they went away. Why couldn't people ask them questions and ask the Finance Minister, which are the particular inferences you disagree with, Minister?
Somebody could say, why am I answering these questions to you? I'm answering these questions to you because this is my style. They didn't answer their questions at that time because that's not their style, or they felt at that point of time that answering questions was not going to take matters any further. So they said what they had to say. It was a concise, precise and a very directed statement. They made that statement and they didn't want to dilute it through a question.
But the problem is not so much with the inferences, the problem is with the facts, Minister. And after having read the note, there are few allegations which emerge against the Union Finance Minister. For one, it seems that he refused to stand by the officers who'd been recommending to him constantly that spectrum was a possibility. There were approach papers that were presented to him. The Department of Telecom made this case to him, and also 15 days after the licenses were given out, on the 30th of January, the then Finance Minister P. Chidambaram actually said that henceforth there should only be auctioning, otherwise it can lead to rent seeking. Now this is very clearly a situation where the minister understands fully what's happened. Why didn't he say all of this before that?
I don't think the minister ever said that I didn't know what was happening. In fact, the minister said that there was an overwhelming opinion that there should not be any departure from 2003 decision, that first come first serve and not an auction. The minister himself, the Home Minister, then Finance Minister, was in favor of auction. But one single person, no matter how important, can't decide which way the government decides.
But that's not the case. The Department of Telecom was in favor of auction. The TRAI had written in favor of auction, and that was dismissed by the then Telecom Minister A. Raja as being out of context.
No. My understanding of the facts are very clear that there's a 2003 decision, there's a 2001 procedure which was not auction procedure but first come first serve. Between 2001 and 2008, 53 licenses were given on first come first serve. 2008, 122 licenses were given on first come first serve. I don't know of any TRAI suggestion that there should have been an auction. What I have read is that they suggested that after the 2G licenses were over, subsequently there should be auctions. For 3G there should be an auction, and there was an auction for 3G.
I have this. In 2007, the TRAI recommended that there must be auction. The Department of Telecommunication rejected this as saying that this was outside the scope of reference sent by the Department of Telecommunications.
Well, what was the reference? I mean, if a reference is given for point A and someone gives a reply in point B, but I am telling you, please take all the TRAI references that have been made and recommendations that have been made. I don't think anyone on behalf
of TRAI chairman are on record as having said that A. Raja cherry-picked TRAI recommendations, sir.
Yeah. See, I'm not here to defend Mr. Raja. Mr. Raja is defending himself. I am only here on one broad principle, that there was agreement and consensual agreement within government that there should be first come first serve. The Prime Minister has said this clearly in Parliament. Every other minister has said this clearly, first come first serve. Mr. Kapil Sibal has linked this first come first serve with the quantifying of losses, if at all there were any losses, quantifying of losses, when he has said that if you are going first come first serve, you can't then make losses a relevant issue.